Hi everyone, it's Nicki and I am back with another top 10 list, and given Infinity War happenings going on at the moment, it did seem rather appropriate time for me to share with you my top 10 MCU heroes. So I'm only going to talk about those characters currently in MCU because I'm not a comic reader. I've never been a big superhero reader. It's only since Marvel Cinematic Universe started and I got into those films that I've become a huge fan of them. But I'm still not a comic book or graphic novel reader, so I'm only going to relate to characters that are in the films. So, kicking us off at number 1, Loki. Now, before you say anything, to me he's a hero and he'll always be a hero. I know he sometimes ends up on the wrong team, but you know, I understand his reasons for that quite a lot. So to me he's a hero. Haters gonna hate and everything, but he's not a villain, he's a hero, and he's number 1 on my list. Number 2, Captain America. I really love Chris Evans' portrayal of Captain America, and although at times I find his righteousness a little bit too much, his moral righteousness, I really enjoyed in films like Civil War when we got that twist and he starts to look at things differently, and it really made the character a lot more complex than he was in the first couple of films when it was, you know, good versus bad, nothing in the middle. So I really love what they've been doing with the character and just giving him that extra depth. Number 3, Doctor Strange. I really enjoyed the standalone, like the origin film for Doctor Strange. Benedict Cumberbatch is obviously a brilliant actor, but I like the idea of the character, and again, he's someone that really grows through the film and continues to grow through the universe in his involvement in it, from someone, you know, who's pretty up himself to someone who can really make a difference. So that's why he comes on the next on the list. Number 4, Black Widow. And this is mainly because I want to be Black Widow, because I mean, let's face it, she kicks ass, doesn't she? I would love to be her and to have her fighting skills and Scarlett Johansson's really slim figure. But I realise it's not to be, but I love her because she's, you know, a very strong female character in a predominantly male world when it comes to superheroes. Number 5, Iron Man. I love Tony Stark. I love that kind of playboy exterior, and then but the way he starts to really reconsider things, particularly in like Iron Man 3 and going into Age of Ultron and beyond. Number 6, StarLord. I mean, Peter Quill is great fun. One of the slightly more light-hearted ones out of those I've picked so far, but you know, serious when he needs to be serious. I like the background of his story, and I really enjoy watching Chris Pratt perform that role. He brings the humour really perfectly in balance there. Number 7, Thor. Now, Chris Hemsworth does a really good portrayal of Thor, I think, and I've always really enjoyed his interactions with Tom Hiddleston's Loki. I think the two of them work so well together. Thor is much further down the list for me because although I like him and he's had some kind of growth as he sort of loses some of his pride and starts to think about things a bit more carefully, I don't think he's got quite the depth of character and had quite the development of some of the others. Number 8, Hawkeye. I like Hawkeye. He's had some quite interesting storylines. He could have just been this minor throwaway character, so I really like the way MCU did give him a little bit more emotional connection during Age of Ultron, and then having to choose sides in Civil War and things as well. So I like him. Number 9, AntMan. I kind of see AntMan as a slightly lesser Peter Quill. They both have that humour behind them, but I think it comes across better with Peter Quill than it does with AntMan. So that's why he's on the list, but he's not too high up. And finally, like Bruce Banner, the Hulk. I've never been a huge fan of the Hulk. However, I do really enjoy the portrayal of Bruce Banner from the Avengers onwards, when Mark Ruffalo took over the role. He's a brilliant actor, and he brings, again, a depth to the character that we really come to care about Banner. So even though the Hulk for me, I could take or leave, like I like looking at Bruce Banner's struggle through the movies and his changing opinions and views on how he should help, whether he should be involved. So yeah, that's number 10. So what about you guys? Who are your top Marvel heroes? You'll notice I only talk about Marvel because I'm not a DC fangirl at all. I've never really gotten into DC films, DC characters. It's Marvel all the way. Marvel rules, DC drools. So please don't hate me if you're a DC fangirl or a fanboy, but I'm definitely Marvel all the way. But do tell me your thoughts. Who are your favourites? Pop them in the comments and I'll look forward to reading them, and I'll be back again with you very soon for another top 10 video. Bye for now.